Tonight at exactly 12:12 a.m., a voice from heaven will whisper your name. But you must open this to hear what it says. The night is not ordinary tonight. The hours are not drifting aimlessly into darkness. As the clocks tick closer to midnight, a sacred hush begins to spread across the earth. The city exhales. Its noise is fading into the distance, and the world folds itself into stillness. It is as if creation itself knows what approaches, as though the stars themselves lean forward, waiting, holding their breath for a single moment. Tonight, at exactly 12:12 a.m., the hour is appointed. A divine key will turn in the lock of heaven, and a whisper will descend. Not an echo of human sound, but the pure current of a celestial voice. I heard the whisper of Michael, the Archangel, carrying the tone of the Spirit itself. It was not the sound of night wind against the window. It was not the creak of settling floors. It was not the mutter of restless streets. It was holy. It was precise. It was unavoidable. This moment has been stamped into the fabric of time, and at 12:12 a.m., heaven bends low to speak your name. This is not a trivial visitation. The whisper carries verdict and vision. For some, it is the mending of a long broken heart. For others, the announcement of direction where confusion reigned. For one, it may be the beginning of a new covenant in love. For another, the release of a hidden gift long buried beneath fear. Tonight's whisper contains the seed of your next season. Relationships shifting, doors unlocking, and the soul prepared for alignment. But hear this clearly. This message is not for the wandering crowd or the curious ear. It is for the one who waits awake in the quiet. It is for the one who has chosen to listen, even when silence pressed heavy. It is for the watchful heart, the lamp still burning, the soul that refuses to sleep through its own visitation. You must open to hear it. A closed spirit will hear nothing but shadows, but an open spirit will receive a word that splits the dark like lightning. You will feel it as the moment nears, a cold breath against the window pane, the candle flickering until it steadies, the pulse rising in the chest as though something unseen has entered the room. Signs will accompany the whisper, a draft that carries the smell of rain though no storm is near, a song with no source, the sensation of someone standing close when no one is there. These are not accidents. These are confirmations. Mark it. 12:12 is not coincidence, but confirmation. It is symmetry, a doubling, a divine timestamp written across your night. If you are chosen, the name will come. And when it does, everything will hinge on the single choice, to open or to turn away. Type "I am chosen" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1212 is now active. Listen now. Put down what you are holding. Still your hands. Still your breath. Tonight, at exactly 12:12 a.m., heaven leans down and prepares to speak. You must not mistake this for any ordinary night or any passing hour. This moment is sealed, marked, consecrated, appointed. The whisper you are about to receive is not the soft murmur of earth, but the descending sound of eternity brushing against time. It is a whisper carried on wings, veiled in mercy, guarded by fire, yet tender enough to enter the chambers of your soul. Do you hear the preparation in the air? Even now, the atmosphere shifts. The archangels are not silent tonight. Michael, the commander of heaven's armies, unfurls his wings across your path, making the ground beneath you secure. The Spirit of God bends low, not in wrath, but in mercy, muffling the trumpet of judgment so that the whisper of grace may be heard. There is movement in the unseen realms. The veil between time and eternity grows thin. Before the dawn breaks, before the city stirs, before alarms ring and duties weigh down, heaven itself will call your name. And this voice, it is unlike any other. It is intimate, like a lullaby over a weary child, yet it carries authority strong enough to reorder your entire life. One whisper, and chains of years will loosen. One word, and direction once clouded will blaze with clarity. This is why the night feels heavy. This is why the air seems to wait. It is because the voice that is about to speak can rearrange destiny in a single breath. Prepare yourself. Do not let distraction rob you. Sit in stillness. Unclench your jaw. Release the worries that have knotted themselves around your mind. Push aside the noise that has tried to drown your spirit. This hour is holy, and it requires your attention. Tonight's whisper is not for every ear, but for those who have endured. It is for the broken who still dare to hope. It is for the faithful who kept their lamps trimmed even when darkness pressed. It is for you who have prayed silently while others mocked. You are the one this word seeks. The whisper will not come with thunder. It will come with the softness of rain falling on thirsty soil. It will be the warmth of oil on the wound that would not heal. It will be the balance tipped, the scales realigned, the answer delayed, but now delivered. And the heavens give you one command to prepare for it. Open. Whisper these words silently. Even now, I will open. Say it and mean it. For by the mandate of heaven, the appointed whisper comes, and by the mercy of God, it will be given to those who are ready. Even the seconds are charged with suspense. There is a pause between breaths, a holy hush between ticking moments, where the storm itself chooses where to strike. That is where the whisper waits. And know this, to open is to receive. To stay closed is to delay what heaven has ordained. Do not allow fear to bar the door of your spirit. Do not let unbelief silence the call that carries your name. At 12:10, prepare. Lay a candle. Draw your curtains closed. Place your hand over your heart. In that stillness, heaven will draw near. And at 12:12, when your name is spoken, know that it is not imagination, not chance, not fantasy. It is the eternal God speaking through the veil of night. And if you call his name with openness, heaven will answer with yours. Type "I will open" in the comments if you receive this word. Blessing code 4411 is now released over you. The night has always carried mysteries, but lately your nights have been restless. Sleep has been shallow, broken by dreams that repeat themselves like a song you cannot escape. Some nights you awake with the sense of eyes upon you, though no one is there. Other nights you feel a weight pressing near your chest, as though both heaven and shadowed watchers are waiting, measuring, observing your every step. It is no accident. Your spirit is aware of what your mind has not yet understood. There are whispers about you in places unseen. You have felt it in your circle. Friends lean close with smiles that do not reach their eyes. Colleagues cheer your progress, but retreat quickly when true support is needed. Words spoken to your face sound sweet, but behind you, other words travel. Words meant to unsettle, words designed to create fracture. Do you not see how the enemy works? He whispers doubt through the mouths of men, while heaven prepares its own whisper of truth. The battle has always been in the whispers. That is why your nights are unsettled. That is why you cannot shake the feeling that something is moving just beyond your sight. And in the quiet, you sense the conflict inside yourself. Your body tenses even when compliments come. Your phone vibrates at the wrong moments, carrying messages that sting. Your mind replays conversations endlessly, looking for hidden meanings, for traps disguised as kindness. Heaven wants you to know this is not confusion without cause. You are caught between the gossip of the adversary and the whisper of God, and the hour of 12 a.m. is when truth will slice the veil. Others have only read the margins of your life. They think they know your story, but they have not touched the manuscript written in heaven's ink. They watch you with half knowledge. They judge with incomplete sight. Their whispers reveal only fragments, but heaven whispers the whole. Tonight, at 12:12, the name that is spoken will not only affirm your destiny, it will reveal where betrayal has lived and what wounds must finally close. Do you feel the shadows at the edges of your vision? The smiles that mask judgment? The gestures that do not align with the words? Heaven sees. Heaven counts. Heaven records. For even now, what you thought was human rejection was a spiritual alignment. Those who step back are making room for the ones heaven has prepared to step forward. And the whisper tonight will separate illusion from truth. The pain of betrayal is no stranger to you. It has come at family tables, in workplaces, in friendships once thought unshakable. Some betrayals came in silence, an email unanswered, a call ignored, an absence where presence was needed most. These wounds linger, unspoken, unresolved. But hear me, you were never meant to carry them alone. The whisper at 12:12 will reveal the hidden ledger. It will expose what has been working against you and heal what has been festering within you. Prepare, for tonight is not about enemies alone. The whisper will not only name betrayal, but will call forth the wound that has long cried for closure. What you could not speak, heaven will name. What you could not reconcile, heaven will begin to mend. And from that moment, you will never again walk in confusion about who is for you and who is against you. Type "I am anointed" in the comments if you receive this word. Blessing code 1122 is now surrounding you. And beloved, as this whisper prepares to shape your night, I must ask you to take part in spreading this word beyond yourself. Every time you sow into this mission, you are not giving to a channel. You are planting into eternity. The word declares, "Give, and it shall be given unto you." And tonight that verse is not ink on a page, but a living promise over your life. I hear it in my spirit. What you release into my work, I will multiply in your house. Your support is not just an offering, it is a prophetic act, a seed that turns into harvest for souls still waiting to hear heaven's whisper. If this message touches your spirit, answer it by partnering with us. You can do this through Super Thanks, YouTube membership, or by sewing through PayPal. A link is in the description. When you give, heaven marks your name and pours oil over your house. This is your turn to act. Do not delay. Step into alignment, sow your seed, and watch heaven move. Do not mistake what you are walking through as mere drama, as coincidence, as chance. The tension, the whispers, the betrayals, the delays, they are not simply human. They are spiritual. They are part of a process designed not to break you, but to refine you. What looks like chaos in the natural is precision in the heavens. You are not merely in conflict, you are in consecration. Every arrow aimed at you has been allowed only because heaven is forging a shield that will not bend, a sword that will not fail, and a spirit that will not bow. Listen carefully. This battle is not against flesh and blood, no matter how much it feels like it. It is not against the coworker who undermined you, not against the friend who betrayed you, not against the relative who wounded you. They are actors on the stage, but the true contest is unseen. Heaven and the adversary both know your destiny, and the season of conflict is the field where alignment is tested. What you choose in these moments determines whether you emerge ruined or refined. The events themselves are not the test, your reactions are. Hear me, if you are under attack, it is because your calling is visible in the heavens. The enemy does not waste energy on the forgotten. He strikes at the chosen, at the anointed, at those whose lives have weight in eternity. You wonder why eyes are on you, why watchers observe, why shadows press. It is because heaven's light is upon you, and when heaven's light shines, everything, allies and adversaries alike, are drawn to it. But this surveillance is not meant to undo you. Heaven watches to protect, to align, to mark your steps for elevation. The eyes upon you are not only of men, but of angels. You are not exposed. You are guarded. Think of this conflict as the refiner's fire. The flames do not consume the gold, they consume the dross. What has felt unbearable is burning away the pride, the impatience, the misplaced mercy that once opened the wrong doors. Heaven does not blame you for these. Heaven corrects you through them. Like a lamp in the storm that refuses to argue with the wind, you are being taught to burn steadily, silently, until the storm itself bows. So hear the counsel of heaven. Do not waste breath in gossip. Do not exhaust your spirit in retaliation. Your silence is a shield. Your patience is a sword. To clap back is to lower yourself. To hold your peace is to rise above the battlefield into the watchtower of victory. Each withheld word, each surrendered resentment, each moment of obedience sends ripples into the unseen, rearranging what human hands cannot touch. Know also that heaven is not idle. Even now, angels are marking accounts. Ancestors cry out for your vindication. God himself rewrites your destiny in ways the adversary cannot intercept. What seems like your stillness is heaven's busiest hour. What seems like your defeat is heaven's stage for victory. This is why you must listen and not act in haste. The whisper at 12:12 a.m. is not simply comfort. It is instruction. It will tell you how to step, when to move, and what to hold. To miss it is to walk blindly. To hear it is to stride in certainty. So stand still. Know this. This conflict is not your end. It is the final stage before your elevation. The fire that rages around you is only the signal that your unveiling is near. Your destiny is too great to remain hidden, and heaven has chosen this season to frame your story as proof of endurance, faith, and triumph. Type "I am guarded" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1717 is now surrounding you. The winds are shifting. You can feel it if you pause long enough. There is movement behind closed doors. Conversations whispered where your ears cannot reach. Plans are forming, and not all of them are in your favor. Heaven reveals this to you now. The adversary has stirred the hearts of some to act, to plot, to shift pieces like pawns upon a board. The story is preparing to turn, and within the next 72 hours, you will see a ripple, a sign, a moment that confirms what the Spirit already warned. But the beginning of that confirmation strikes tonight at 12:12 a.m. Do not be naive. The adversary never rests. He seeks an entry, and he prefers to move subtly. A sudden meeting requested, a late-night call that seems innocent, an email that arrives with only one line but carries a sting. These are not coincidences. They are signals. Pay attention, for the enemy works in small movements that hope to provoke large reactions. But hear me clearly, heaven has already accounted for this. What they scheme, heaven has already unraveled. What they prepare, heaven has already intercepted. Still, you must not act carelessly. Picture this, doors closing quietly in corridors where once they swung wide, allies who suddenly look away instead of meeting your eyes, conversations that circle back to the same question as though fishing for a reaction. These are not random occurrences. They are strategic tests meant to see if you will stumble into the snare. Do not answer quickly. Do not retaliate sharply. The enemy hopes for haste. Heaven requires patience. There are clues heaven will allow you to notice. A misplaced paper that draws your attention, a symbolic item that reappears, a photograph that surfaces with memories you had buried. Each will serve as a marker. They are not the full picture, but they are enough to sharpen your discernment. Heaven is training your senses to see beyond the surface. Do not ignore these signs. They are not accidents. They are alarms sounding softly, calling you to watch. And yet, beware of noise. Not every disturbance is the true threat. Sometimes the adversary shakes the branches just to distract from the roots. If you chase shadows, you will miss the serpent hiding beneath. Discernment will be your weapon. Ask heaven to show you where the true battle lies, and refuse to waste your spirit on empty alarms. In these cunning hours, you may feel the pressure rise in your very body. Your heart will beat heavier, your thoughts may swirl with intensity, your chest may tighten as though a storm is forming inside you. Do not be alarmed. This is the Spirit heightening your awareness, tuning your inner ear to hear what cannot be spoken aloud. It is a warning that the plot is near, and the whisper at 12:12 will tell you how to step through without fear. Remember this. The enemy prepares in shadows, but heaven speaks in light. Their schemes depend on secrecy, but your protection rests in revelation. When the action comes, a voice will sound within you. If your heart is closed, you will miss not only the warning but also the deliverance. But if you are open, if you have prepared, the whisper will guide you step by step, keeping your foot from stumbling and your spirit from breaking. So prepare. Do not be caught unaware. Heaven has already drawn the line, already set the limit, already appointed the outcome. Your part is to remain steady, watching, listening, guarding your spirit. For when the confrontation comes, and it will, heaven will meet you with both protection and direction. Type "I am alert" in the comments if you receive this word. Blessing code 1919 is now alive around you. Be still. This is heaven's first command to you. Do not let the chaos of men dictate your response. Do not let the noise of accusations drag you into battles not ordained for you. Stillness is not weakness. It is a weapon. Silence is not surrender. It is strategy. When you hold your peace, heaven fights on your behalf. When you restrain your tongue, angels are released to speak for you. Do not let the adversary goad you into forfeiting your protection with reckless words. Your silence is a fortress. Your stillness is a shield. As the appointed hour approaches, prepare yourself not in argument, but in alignment. At 12:10, withdraw from distraction. Let the devices go silent. Close the door. Light a candle if you can, and place your hand over your heart. Whisper a simple prayer, not long, not complicated. Lord, I open. Speak. That is all heaven requires. Not eloquence, not performance, but openness. And then wait. Wait in faith, not in fear. At 12:12, the whisper will come, and heaven will draw near to confirm that you are guarded. Do not underestimate the power of posture. The way you sit, the way you breathe, the way you unclutter your mind, all of it matters. Keep your ears unburdened from noise, your mouth restrained from quick replies, and your heart positioned in readiness. Heaven does not speak into chaos. It speaks into order. Make your spirit a sanctuary, even for a few moments, and the voice will find you there. Guard yourself with truth. Say these affirmations aloud as you prepare. I am guarded. I will not answer in fear. I wait for heaven's voice. These declarations are not empty words. They are shields in the spirit. They set boundaries the adversary cannot cross. And when temptation rises to strike back, to answer quickly, to prove your worth in the eyes of those who doubt, remember, you do not fight on their level. Heaven has already vindicated you. Delay your reply. Rest before you respond. Sleep before you strike. The Spirit will give you clarity in the morning that you cannot find in the storm of the night. Protect yourself in practice as well. Before midnight, write down 3 things you are grateful for. Place that note beneath your pillow as you rest, a testimony that gratitude is your anchor. Cut short conversations that turn accusatory, and refuse to engage in duels of words that drain your energy. If the attack comes suddenly, remember this one line and speak it with authority. I refuse to answer from fear. I will see clarity in the morning. That single declaration can silence storms and disarm the enemy. And do not forget, you are never alone. Unseen allies surround you. Angels watch, mentors pray, ancestors intercede. Heaven has never left you defenseless. Every prayer you have whispered in your weakest hours has been stored like treasure, ready to be poured back as strength in this moment. Nothing has been lost. Everything has been recorded. This is the truth. Silence is not your defeat. It is your deliverance. Stillness is not delay. It is preparation. If you guard your heart, if you guard your silence, heaven will align the outcome. And when dawn breaks, you will see that the battle you thought you had to fight has already been won in the unseen. Type "I am guarded" in the comments if you receive this word. Blessing code 2323 is now active over your life. Hear me now. You are not the same person who first entered this season. The weight of trial has forged you. The fire of conflict has shaped you. The whispers of betrayal, the silence of nights unanswered, the heaviness of waiting, all of it has been working not to destroy you, but to recreate you. You are no longer simply surviving. You are being elevated into authority. This is the shift of heaven. The season of vulnerability is giving way to a season of empowerment. The enemy thought he could bury you under pain, but what he did not know was that pain can become seed. Every tear that fell became water for new strength. Every night you pressed through became proof that your lamp did not go out. Every unanswered prayer taught you the discipline of trust, and trust has now become your weapon. You are not broken by what you endured. You are forged by it. You are stepping out no longer as one beaten down, but as one lifted up. Picture yourself now, wings unfurling, embers becoming flame, a city rising on the gust of wind. That is what heaven sees when it looks at you. You thought the dark was ending you, but in truth, the dark was cocooning you. The whisper at 12 a.m. is not only for comfort, it is the unveiling of your transformation. Like a caterpillar that thought it was finished, you are stretching into wings you never knew were waiting. Now is the time to abandon the victim's narrative. Self-pity, rumination, endless rehearsing of pain, these chains no longer serve you. You cannot rise while clutching the weights of yesterday. Heaven is calling you to a new posture, one of boldness, of authority, of obedience. This empowerment is not arrogance. It is anointed identity. It is not pride. It is alignment. When you declare what heaven has spoken, you are not boasting. You are testifying. Begin each morning with 3 declarations. Say them aloud. Even if your voice trembles, I am chosen. I will act in wisdom. I will open to heaven. These words will realign your mind with heaven's truth. They will anchor your spirit in purpose and strip fear of its power. Write down one boundary you will no longer allow to be crossed. Enforce it with calm authority, not rage. This is how empowerment is lived, not in grand gestures, but in consistent choices that honor what heaven has placed in you. Do not despise the wounds you carry. They are not proof of weakness. They are evidence of survival. They are the places where wisdom was born. Out of rejection, you learn resilience. Out of delay, you learn discernment. Out of silence, you learn stillness. What was meant to diminish you has equipped you. The scars you bear are not marks of shame, they are seals of strength. So rise now. Stretch your hands. Breathe deeply. Throw open the window at dawn and let the new air rush in. Heaven is speaking. You will not be found where they left you. Those who assumed you would remain bound will look for you in the valley and find you on the mountain. Those who counted you out will see you lifted where they cannot reach. You are rising, not in offense, not in bitterness, but in ordained authority. The whisper tonight is more than comfort. It is command. Rise and step into the authority heaven has assigned to your name. Type "I am rising" in the comments if you receive this word. Blessing code 2020 is now activated over your path. The mystery of your suffering has not been random. The nights of silence, the weight of betrayal, the confusion of shifting seasons, none of it has been wasted. Heaven now reveals the true reason you have been in preparation for increase. Every delay was divine timing. Every loss was a hidden transfer. Every pruning was not to diminish you, but to multiply your fruitfulness. Tonight, at 12:12 a.m., the veil parts, and the purpose behind your trial will be whispered into your spirit. Hear this clearly. Your name is recorded in the courts of heaven. Your next season is not uncertain. It is arranged. Heaven has already decided what belongs to you, and what belongs to you cannot be stolen. That relationship that broke was not an end, but a clearing. That opportunity that closed was not punishment, but redirection. That silence you endured was not neglect, but a sacred pause so the right words could be spoken at the right time. When the whisper comes, it will not only comfort you, it will reveal you. You will know what the fire forged. You will see when the doors close. You will understand that what was taken is now being returned in greater measure. The revelation will come with signs. A key restored, symbolizing access. A healed voice, symbolizing testimony. An open door, symbolizing promotion. Each sign will echo the whisper, confirming that heaven has declared your new season. And yet, hear the truth with soberness. The revelation will not come as instant miracles alone. Do not expect everything to change in one heartbeat. The revelation is an unfolding, a sequence of ordered steps. Heaven will guide you from moment to moment, day to day. The whisper tonight is not the conclusion. It is the commissioning. It sets you in motion. It realigns your steps with destiny. The signs of authenticity will be unmistakable. Peace that lingers longer than circumstance. Doors that open without force. Wise counsel that confirms what you felt in your spirit. These will be heaven's fingerprints upon your revelation. You will not have to manufacture it. You will not have to beg for it. It will come as naturally as dawn follows night, as rain follows clouds, as breath follows silence. Anchor yourself in one prophetic sentence. This is my unlocking. My next level waits. Say it aloud when the whisper speaks your name. Declare it in the night, and watch how heaven responds. Your voice and heaven's voice will intertwine, and the two shall not be broken apart. The whisper will call you higher, and your response will seal the covenant. The heavens assure you, your pain has a purpose. Your losses were not in vain. What was intended for harm has been rerouted for your elevation. The whisper will prove it. The revelation will confirm it. Tonight, heaven speaks your name because the next season requires your awakening. Type "I receive revelation" in the comments if you believe this word. Blessing code 3030 is now released over you. And beloved, as this revelation unfolds in your spirit, know this: you have the chance to extend the same revelation to others. Every gift you sow here fuels the spreading of heaven's whisper into countless lives still lost in silence. When you give, you are not funding a platform. You are igniting a harvest of souls. Scripture declares, "He that soweth bountifully shall reap also bountifully." And tonight that promise breathes life into you. I feel it in my spirit. Your seed will speak louder than your silence. When you support through Super Thanks, membership, or through PayPal link in the description, you are sowing into eternity. Your giving becomes all poured back upon your own house, your own destiny, your own family line. Do not delay. This is a prophetic moment. Step into it, release your seed, and watch the heavens open over you. The whisper at 12:12 a.m. is not only revelation, it is invitation. Heaven does not speak just to soothe. Heaven speaks to activate. The name you hear will not be a gentle lullaby alone, but a summons, a call to move, to rise, to align. You cannot remain where you were once the whisper comes. To hear it and remain still is to miss the alignment it brings. Heaven speaks because action must follow. This is the moment of activation. Destiny is not passive. It requires agreement. It requires your yes. And not just a silent thought, but a declaration spoken, a step taken, a decision made. Heaven aligns, but you must respond. When the whisper calls your name, answer it aloud. Say, "I will open. I will move. I will not return to fear." These words are not ritual, they are covenant. They bind you to the path heaven has prepared. Do not underestimate the power of small acts. Heaven is not looking for grand gestures. Heaven is looking for obedience. Write down one next step goal. Send the message you have delayed. Make the call you have feared. Begin the plan you kept hidden. These small obediences are sparks, and sparks ignite fires. One step, repeated daily, compounds into seasons transformed. What feels minor in your hands will echo like thunder in eternity. There is a threefold pattern for activation: breathe, declare, and move. When you hear the whisper, first breathe deeply, receiving the Spirit's peace. Second, declare aloud the prophetic phrase given to you, the words heaven entrusted in that sacred moment. And third, take one tangible step toward what was revealed. Do not delay. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Faith is not waiting for clarity. Faith is moving with a whisper. Understand this. Tiny obediences now will set the course of your next 21 days. Each day, take one deliberate action in line with what you have heard. Heaven will multiply these steps. The season ahead is built upon daily bricks of obedience. And as you walk, doors will open naturally, favor will arrive suddenly, and strength will be renewed continually. Guard your motives. This activation is not for applause. It is not to prove yourself to critics or to parade your progress before enemies. Destiny is sacred. What you do as unto heaven. Let your steps be pure, your motives clean. Heaven rewards the heart, not the performance. If you walk in obedience, unseen realms will testify for you. Do not keep the whisper locked inside. Share it with one trusted person, not the crowd, not the skeptics, but one who will pray, who will guard it with you, who will hold you accountable to the steps required. Heaven never calls a lone soldier. There will always be a witness prepared to strengthen you. Your destiny has waited long enough. The whisper at 12:12 is the key in the lock, but your yes is the hand that turns it. Say yes, take the step, and walk in the authority already marked upon you. For heaven is not waiting to see if you are worthy. Heaven already called you chosen. What waits now is your answer. Type ISAYYS in the comments if you receive this word. Blessing code 4141 is now active and surrounding your destiny. Even as you prepare to hear the whisper at 12:12 a.m., know this truth. Heaven has already been speaking about you. There is a silent courtroom in the unseen realm where your name has been carried. Angels have entered with scrolls, ancestors stand as witnesses, and heaven itself is negotiating on your behalf. What you thought was silence was not neglect. It was deliberation. The Spirit reveals this now. While you cried, while you waited, while you pressed through sleepless nights, heaven was recording every detail as evidence in your favor. See it in your spirit, the courtroom of eternity, filled with voices unseen by human eyes. An angel hands a sealed scroll to the scribe of heaven, and the scribe inscribes your name in golden ink. Another angel approaches the throne, placing before it the prayers you whispered in exhaustion. Your tears, they are not wasted. They fall like drops into bowls held by messengers, and each drop tips the scales in your favor. Justice and mercy meet in this courtroom, and balance is being restored. This is the silent exchange of heaven. What was taken is being returned. What was delayed is being accelerated. What was unjust is being overturned. The transactions are exact, orderly, deliberate. Heaven does not negotiate in chaos. Every moment, every pain, every prayer has been weighed. The accounts of your life are being balanced, and the outcome is shifting toward restoration. Imagine it, the ledger written in your favor. Debts canceled. Curses broken. Provision released. The adversary may have tried to build a case against you, but heaven has silenced his accusations. The blood of the Lamb speaks louder than any failure, louder than any weakness, louder than any betrayal. You stand not condemned, but vindicated. And the whisper at 12:12 will be heaven's confirmation that the case has been decided. This exchange is not noisy. It is not dramatic in the way men expect. It is quiet, deliberate, precise. You may not see fireworks, but you will feel the shift. Peace will rest heavier than fear. Assurance will root deeper than doubt. A door will open with no human explanation, and you will know A silent exchange has manifested. Your part in this transaction is trust. Before you sleep tonight, whisper a single sentence. I leave this with you. Nothing more is required. The weight is not yours to carry. The balance is not yours to calculate. Heaven is the accountant of your destiny. And as you rest, the exchange will continue. While you sleep, heaven speaks. While you rest, heaven restores. Do not be deceived. Nothing you lost is gone forever. It is being transferred back. The enemy cannot keep what was written in heaven's decree for you. The ledger is being rewritten, not in ink that fades, but in eternal ink that shines like fire. Even as you breathe now, the Spirit is reminding you, your name is not forgotten. It is spoken, recorded, and sealed. Hold fast, for the whisper you hear at 12:12 will not only affirm your calling, it will confirm the silent trade already made in your favor. Heaven has spoken. The scales have tipped. The outcome is settled. Type I am vindicated in the comments if you believe this word. Blessing owed 5,151 is now covering your name in the records of heaven. Hear this clearly. Heaven has not overlooked the wrongs done to you. Every betrayal, every delay, every manipulation, every loss has been seen, recorded, and weighed. Nothing slipped past the eye of the Almighty. And now, the decree of justice has gone forth. Spiritual justice is not revenge, for revenge belongs to men, but justice belongs to God. And when God decrees reversal, no power in heaven or earth can stop it. What they thought they stole will return to you, multiply. What they meant for harm will be turned into a stage for your honor. The time they wasted will come back to you redeemed, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Heaven is setting the scales right. Divine justice is not sloppy, it is precise. Every imbalance in your life, every area where darkness gained a foothold, every moment when silence seemed to cover injustice, all of it is now being addressed by the courts of eternity. Expect reversal, but expect it to come in ways you did not imagine. Some will come in words, apologies you never sought but will receive. Some will come in doors, opportunities that once slammed shut will swing wide. Some will come in resources, finances, favor, and relationships restored without effort on your part. Do not limit the form. Heaven chooses the vessel. But trust this truth. Reversal has already been decreed, and it will manifest. Do not fall into the trap of vengeance. That is the enemy's bait, meant to stain your blessing. If you strike back, you step down from heaven's courtroom into man's arena. Stay elevated. Leave the gavel in God's hand. For when heaven moves, it moves perfectly, leaving no residue of bitterness behind. Your justice will not taste sour. It will be sweet, complete, and undeniable. Your posture must be gratitude and humility. Do not boast when the reversal comes. Do not flaunt your vindication before those who doubted you. Instead, lift your eyes and give thanks. Steward what returns to you with wisdom. Heaven does not release blessings to be wasted in pride. It releases blessings to reveal its goodness through you. Be a witness, not a showman. There will be signs that reversal is near. Watch for conversations that suddenly change tone. Watch for those who once avoided you, now seeking your presence. Watch for doors you stopped knocking on suddenly swinging open without effort. Each sign will be heaven's reminder that the gavel has fallen, that the case is closed, that justice has been rendered in your favor. Do not be discouraged if some reversals come slowly. Some arrive like lightning, others like dawn, gradual, steady, unstoppable. Whether sudden or slow, the outcome is certain. The justice of heaven cannot be delayed forever. It will arrive, and when it does, it will be perfect. So declare it now. I receive restoration. I will steward it with wisdom. I walk in reversal not for vengeance, but for testimony. For what they meant to bury you has become the soil of your harvest. What they meant to silence you has become the echo of your elevation. Divine justice is in motion. Spiritual reversal has begun. Watch, and you will see how heaven sets the table in the presence of those who thought you were finished. Type I receive restoration in the comments if you receive this word. Blessing code 8888 is now alive in your atmosphere. The night has carried its secrets. The hours have held their silence, but now heaven has spoken. The whisper at 12:12 a.m. is not coincidence, not imagination, but a divine summons. You were not called to stumble in darkness. You were not left to wander in confusion. You were chosen to hear your name spoken by the voice that orders the stars. This moment is holy. This moment is personal. This moment is yours. What you receive tonight is not only comfort, but covenant. It is heaven's assurance that you are sealed, seen, and sent. The voice that calls you will bring clarity where there was fog, courage where there was fear, and covenant where there was fracture. It will open doors long closed, silence falsehoods long spoken, and confirm that your path is aligned with divine purpose. You are shielded as you listen. You are guarded as you obey. Heaven itself will defend what is revealed. Now speak this blessing over yourself as the clock strikes and the whisper comes. I am sealed. I am seen. I am sent. I open to heaven's voice. Amen. Let those words become your anchor, your seal, your declaration. They are not empty affirmations. They are alignment with the decree already written in heaven. Remember, you do not have to strive. You do not have to chase. Your only task is to remain soft in heart, clear in boundaries, and ready in steps. Heaven has done the greater work. Your part is obedience, trust, and response. Walk into what is spoken. Write it down, guard it, declare it, and take action upon it. Rise now, for your name is known in heaven. The night has spoken. The dawn will confirm. You will walk into days marked by the voice of eternity, and no shadow, no enemy, no delay can undo what was spoken over you. Go in peace, go in power, and go in the authority already sealed upon you. Tonight, the heavens arranged your necks. Receive it. Type I am sealed in the comments if you claim this final blessing. Blessing code 1212 is now permanently surrounding your life. Beloved, as this journey of prophecy closes, the mission continues. What you have heard tonight is not only for you, It is a fire meant to spread. Every time you support this work, you are placing oil on the flame that carries God's word to more souls. Scripture declares, the laborer is worthy of his hire. But tonight it becomes personal. As you sow into my word, I will sow into your destiny. Your gift is not a donation. It is a prophetic act, a declaration that you will be part of heaven's harvest. Support through Super Thanks, YouTube membership, or through PayPal. The link is in the description below. When you give, you do not just fuel a message. You write your name into the story of countless others who will hear heaven's whisper because of your obedience. Step in faith. Sow your seed and watch heaven multiply it back into your life.